What's up everyone, techgeekjosh here, and you're watching the unboxing and first look of the Motorola Moto E4 made by Lenovo. So yes, I'm back on the camera. It's been a minute, it's been a hot minute since I did a YouTube video. I have not, well that's just wonderful, I messed up already and this is my first video that I've done in a long time. But anyway, I was meaning to say I forgot what video that I did before I stopped doing YouTube for a while. It's been that long. And if that made sense to you, cool. If not, I don't blame you. But anyway, with all that being said, here is the Motorola Moto E4. And now I'm super late to the party on unboxing this phone. A couple YouTubers that I know have unboxed this phone for multiple carriers. And a quick fact, I was actually pretty lucky on getting this one because my local Walmart only had this one in stock. There was only one, as I abruptly hit it. There was only one in stock, and that's it. And I was the lucky last one to be able to purchase this. So here we go. I got this thing at for $40. So, and I've heard it's quite the phone, quite the bang for your buck phone. And I've also heard that this phone is slightly better, if not a lot better, than the G4 Play, also made by Motorola and Lenovo. But we'll go ahead and find that out in the coming days. So, and by the way, I'm a big fan of Verizon's new packaging. Let me know down below if you are too. So on this side we get some features: a 5-inch display, 8-megapixel rear camera with a 5-megapixel front-facing camera, with an LED flash, which is cool. Never had that on a phone before. And for $40, you get a phone with a fingerprint sensor, which is really, really surprising. You don't see a lot of phones like this for this much that have features like that. Phone color, black. Expandable memory, 16 gigabytes of ROM with, I think, 1.5 or 2 gigabytes of RAM. Expandable up to 256 gigabytes. Weight is 145 grams. Speed, I'm pretty sure this is a misprint. I'm pretty sure it's a 1.4 gigahertz quad-core processor. Battery, it looks the same as the Moto G4 Play, coming in at 2,800 milliamp hours, and it has Android Nougat. Package contains Moto E4 4G LTE SIM card pre-installed, 2800 milliamp hour battery, wall USB charger, and Verizon brochures. Let's crack into this. Let's move it in frame so you can actually see the whole thing. And by the way, I have not gotten any better at doing YouTube. It's the same style and whatnot. Put all this to the side and lift this up. So first off, we actually get a separated USB cable, micro USB I'm assuming, and we get a dedicated wall outlet, which is very unique with Moto phones. We usually see the ones that they're pre-attached, but this one is actually really nice because it's actually detachable for once. It's really nice Motorola branding right there. Looks very nice actually. Then here's the phone. Let's set this to the side. And here's your Verizon brochures, which we will not read. And then here is your 2800 milliamp hour battery, which looks identical, if not exactly the same as the G4 Play. And let's set all this to the side. Let's open up our battery. And take a look at our phone. Now on first appearance, it looks very nice. It's also very light, and it has that kind of camera system or camera layout as the higher end Moto Droid phones, so that's very nice. Hard to imagine that's actually a working fingerprint sensor. So let's go ahead and pop off the back. You pop off the back by locating the port to pull off the back cover right here. Let me take a closer look. Yeah. So this is how you're looking at your phone, and it's down here. I'm making that clear because people ask me, how do you remove the back cover on certain phones? For this one, looking at it like this, and it's down here. Basically the bottom right corner. Let's go ahead and take a quick look around it. Back here we got your camera, your flash, here's where your battery goes, micro SD card, and your SIM card, which is clearly marked right there. On this side we have your volume rockers. Of course I took the back off, which actually takes off the buttons as well. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and put in our battery so I can put it back on so you can clearly see what is what. Okay, so I'm also mistaken. Here's the power button. I don't know what I was thinking. A similar layout to the G4 Play. Make sure it's on correctly. And yeah, now it is. So, power button, which is texturized and has a somewhat better response than the G4 Play, because the G4 Play is actually quite recessed. It's kind of hard to pronounce, even though it is texturized as well. Then you got your volume up and down. At the top, standard size headphone jack of the 3.5mm type. Left side is clean. Bottom, micro USB charging port and a microphone. Back, camera, flash, Motorola dimple, and your Verizon branding. And a secondary microphone right above the camera right there. Let's go ahead and peel off the screen protector. Well, before I do that, last but not least, on the front, we get your front-facing camera, 5-megapixel camera, your earpiece, your front-facing flash, 5-inch display, on-screen buttons, back, home, and recent apps, a fingerprint sensor, which is not a home button, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, now that that's said, let's go ahead and take the screen protector off for real. Set that to the side, and let's go ahead and give it its first boot up. Very reflective screen, I should say. Yeah, as you can obviously see, this is a lot different than the G4 Play startup, so that's pretty cool. Lenovo. Hello, Verizon. And I will go ahead and come back once I have set the Moto E4 up. Back in a bit. Okay, so well, no notification. Kind of scared me actually. That happened right when I pressed the record button. But anyway, I have set this device up, and I've got to say, it's actually quite a nice looking phone. Everything seems to be smooth with minimal lag because, well, it's just starting up. There is no real app drawer. Instead, you pull up, which resembles the Google Pixel. It's very nice. Seems to be really smooth right off the bat. And I don't think other YouTubers mention this, but I might as well mention it. When you tap the home button, it has the animation like the LG G6. I don't know if anybody cares about that, this little thing, but I actually really like it. So, anyway, drop down here, get your usual toggles, Wi-Fi, data or service, battery, do not disturb, flashlight, which is always good to have on a phone. It's actually quite bright actually. Airplane mode, auto rotate, Bluetooth, and location. It just says tap to give Verizon service. See right there. Let's go ahead and go into settings. confirm a few things. So let's scroll down about phone, and we see that this phone is running Android 7.1.1 Nougat. It's very cool. It should continue to get updates because it looks like it is a Google-based phone, mostly stock Android. This is a 16 gigabyte phone. Out of 16 gigabytes, about 6.47 are used, which means we get, let me see here, might take me a minute. And yes, apparently you can do this. You can just swipe in from this edge and you can jump to anything, as you can see there. I'm already in storage. I'm having a little bit of a hard time finding where where the storage is. I think this might be it, but I might be wrong. 9.53 gigabytes free. So it could be bad, could be good, could be bad, depending on your point of view. Honestly, that's pretty acceptable for a phone like this, of this caliber. But yeah, we'll go ahead and test it out over the next couple of days, and sure enough, I will be comparing this phone to a couple of others that I have in mind. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching the unboxing and first look of the Motorola Moto E4, made by Lenovo. And I'll see you again in the next one.